So since I bought this car, I never had any chance to check what kind of damages this car has. What I know for sure that there is no structural damage on this car, but I don't know exactly which small or bigger parts will I need to rebuild this car. So let's go ahead now together and check all the damage. Obviously you can see that this car is missing front right fender, front bumper and headlight. Other than that, I'm pretty sure there is going to be a lot of small details. The good thing that I have a left side of the car which is without damage, so I can use the left side as an example and see all the parts on the left side, and this way I will understand what parts are missing on the right side. So let's go ahead now together and evaluate all the damages and all necessary parts which I need to build this car. So okay guys, what I noticed immediately that this is missing the windshield cowl and windshield wipers. That's probably when insurance company took this car to collision shop. They removed all the parts to evaluate the damage and they never put it back. The top side of the fender is pretty much in good shape. It is not broken, there is no cracks, no damages. It has some small scratches probably here. I don't know why they marked this area as damaged. So okay, this part I definitely can see that is broken, but this part holds the bottom part of the fender. But I think if I use the washer big enough, it should be enough to hold the fender on the place, but let's see, we will find it out. So okay, this part has a little crack right here, which is not really bad. It can be fixed really easy. Other than that, the top part which holds the fender itself is in pretty good shape. What do we have here? We have just a small crack on this side, but that's not a problem too because it can be fixed really easy. So okay, other than that, the car is missing the shock absorber. That's not a big deal. It should be cheap, I'm pretty sure. Okay, what do we have here? It's just a scratch, nothing serious. Over here, the part which holds the bumper itself is just slightly bent. It's going to be really easy to straighten it up. Okay, now what do we have? Back side of the fender, and the ECU is in great shape, which is most important thing because ECU on this car is pretty expensive. So what else do we missing? It is the cover, the fender rear cover. It's like this small foamy stuff. It sits right here to prevent splash and dirt to go inside the door right here. So this part is missing as well. Okay, what else? The frame itself looks pretty good, no damages to it. The engine is in pretty good shape. There is no oil leaks or anything like that. On the left side of the car, it's pretty much everything in perfect shape. The fender and the door lined up excellent, which means that this side was never touched. It's pretty good. So the car is missing two wheel nuts, probably because collision shop never put them back. And the bad part is that this car has lock nuts, and unfortunately I don't have a key, so I need to find a way to remove the lock nuts from rear tire and both tires on the left side of the car. So okay, what do we have on the bottom of the car? And here starts everything interesting. So what can I see? That the radiator is damaged pretty badly. I noticed that it has some small leaks, but anyway, needs to be replaced for sure. The AC radiator has a small bend right here. I think I will leave it as is because this thing, I just recently checked, it holds pressure, so there is no leaks and I don't see any reason to replace it. And okay, I see that this wiring is damaged on this side, but this is the wiring for thermometer and it's only 2 wires. It's going to be really easy to fix. Other than that, what do we have here is headlight harness. This should be a side marker or it might be the fog light. So I already found the leftover of the wire from the thermometer. I will just fix it really easy. It's not going to be a problem. So another and the major thing which I found is that this lower radiator support is broken. This part kind of expensive, but I will try to find it used. Draining the radiator right now, as you can see, because I'm going to remove it. And I thought to remove the battery, the clamps from the battery, because I'm going to remove the MUF sensor. So I'm going to just unplug the clamps from the battery. And when I started to remove the nut, I noticed this small thing right here. It has the 7.5 amp fuse. And it's just a small wire which ends right like this. I don't have any idea what could it be, so please, if you know what's that, I definitely see that this is some kind of aftermarket stuff since it's hanging on the tie wrap, so that's not from the factory for sure. So this is some kind of additional, I don't know, probably previous owner just installed it on the car. So I just want to know what's that, and if you know, please let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so I'm going to remove the battery now, and then I will start disassembling air intake, air filter, and then I will start to removing the radiator fan, radiator itself. Hopefully by the time I remove these parts, it's going to be completely drained. Okay guys, so I removed the radiator. Unfortunately, it was not as easy as on another cars, but it's pretty much my fault because I didn't remove the fan first. I pulled them both together, and that because of that it was a little bit harder to remove it. But anyways, it is out, and I'm pretty happy that the fan itself is in great shape. It's not broken, so I can reuse it. I see that it has just a small crack on the housing right here, but it's not a big deal. It can be fixed super easy. I don't know why did they mark this area right here, because it seems in pretty good shape. I don't know if I'm missing something, please let me know, but I think it's in decent shape. Oh, okay, I see. This small lip, which is right here, it's missing. So it's not a big deal at all. Fan will work without that small lip right here. So okay, the radiator is removed. As you can see, as you can see, there is the leftover from radiator lower support. This is the only piece which is left, everything else is gone. So other than that, let's see what's going on underneath, because now we have much better view. So luckily I'm really happy that the subframe is intact. It's in really great shape. There is no cracks, nothing is broken, because I was really afraid of that, since I did not have the clear view to check it if it's broken or not. And now I do have the clear view and I see that it's in great shape, which is a huge plus, since it's really tough to replace it. I mean, it's replaceable of course, but it's really tough to replace it. So I'm really happy that it's in great shape, which means that it's going to be much easier to fix this car. So okay, let's see what do we have here. Leftover part from radiator support. Okay, we have this clamp right here. I'm going to reuse all these kind of small parts, because first of all, they are going to be example what kind of part do I need to order, and second, of course, if I have it, I will use it. So I need to remove 1 and 2 bolts right here, one, and the second is right here to remove this leftover part. On the other side, what do we have here? It's just a leftover piece right here, and this piece is completely gone. So now let's move on and start removing the radiator support. And the last thing what I want to do today is remove this small piece of the front bumper. So I will be able to remove this side marker as well. And after that, I will go through the small details. I will make the whole list of the parts which I need, and I'm going to start ordering them. Okay guys, quick update. I removed this leftover piece of front bumper, and also the lower radiator support. A small piece from the right side, from over here, and the bigger piece from the left side. I had to unplug the front collision sensor, since all this wiring harness is going through the radiator support. It's going through here, so there is no other way unless you remove all the wiring. But that is really good, because I find out that I'm missing the fog light connector, which is this on the right side. Unfortunately, I have only wires, so it means that I need to order that connector as well. Other than that, everything is intact. This one I thought was from the fog light, but no, it is from the side marker. So this is side marker, this is the headlight, this is the thermometer, and this one is hood light, and this is fog light. So okay, what do we have for today? I removed the radiator, I removed the air filter, the radiator lower support pieces, and yeah, the small pieces of shock absorber here, the leftovers, and a piece of the bumper. It's funny how it's broke extremely straight. It looks like someone just cut it, but it's actually broken, as you can see at this edge. So yeah, it's funny. Okay guys, I made a small list of the parts which I want to replace at first, and after that I'm going probably to add another parts, since I already know that it's missing the fender liners, etc. So, and a lot of small plastic parts. But anyways, let's just check this list. So front bumper, check mark, because as you remember, I already bought it. So the right front fender, check mark as well, because I bought it with the bumper. So what do I need? I need the right headlight, I need the windshield wipers, I need the windshield cowl, and the windshield cowl actually has two parts. It's the main part, which sits all the way from the beginning of the windshield till here, and then there is the smaller part which closes this small corner right here. That's why it's the two different parts. So it is going to be called Intel screen. So next is the fender inner panel. This fender has a small panel which covers this air intake to protect the ECU from water and dirt. So this is the part number 7. Part number 8 is the radiator upper support, then radiator itself, radiator lower support, and the last, which I want to order for now, is the shock absorber, which sits right here, as you remember. So okay guys, that's it for today. So this is going to be end of episode 1, since it's getting really cold. It's below 40 now, it's pretty chilly. So as you saw, I finished pretty much disassembling all the broken parts. So in next episode I hope I can have all the parts which I just recently showed you on the list. So I'm going to do a really quick unboxing for you guys, and then I'm going to start installing those parts on my car. So stay tuned, and if you like my videos, please subscribe on my channel, leave me your opinion about my videos, etc. So stay tuned guys, see you in the next video.